2019, Google made a bold claim. You don't need a gaming console anymore. With Google Stadia, they promised high-end AAA gaming that could stream directly to your TV, laptop, phone. No downloads, no expensive hardware, just instant play. All you needed was a controller and a good internet connection. At first, it sounded like a game changer. No more waiting for updates, no need to buy a $500 console, just click and start playing. But just a few years later, Stadia was completely dead, shut down in 2023 after failing to gain any real traction. So what went wrong? First, the business model made no sense. Stadia wasn't like Xbox Game Pass, where you pay a subscription fee for a full library of games. Instead, Google expected people to buy full-price games individually. But those games could only be played on the Stadia. That meant if the Stadia ever shut down, which it did, you'd lose access to every game you ever bought. Second, latency was a killer. Google promised 4K gaming at 60 frames per second. But the reality, if your internet connection wasn't rock solid, Stadia games suffered from lag, frame drops, and input delay, which is a deal breaker for fast-paced games like shooters and racing titles. Third, Google had a reputation for abandoning projects. Look how many times they ended up on this list. Gamers were hesitant to invest in a service run by a company that had already killed off products like Google+, Google Glass, and countless other experiments. Just 3 years later after launch, Stadia was gone. In 2023, Google officially shut it down, refunding customers for their games and hardware, which was at least a nice move, but ultimately proving that cloud gaming just wasn't ready for the mainstream. That doesn't mean the idea is dead. Xbox Cloud Gaming, NVIDIA GeForce Now, and PlayStation Now are still pushing the concept forward. But Stadia, it'll always be remembered as the failed gaming revolution that never took off.